library even today. Confessions of a British Spy, the well-known book, which alhamdulillah has been translated into English now. It can be found in the British Library. When I was told this in 1993 by my teachers, I went and I found it. And then I went to Turkey and I found it there. And then I went back home to East Africa and I found it there. In Swahili, in Turkish, in Arabic, in English. Read the historical account of what actually happened and how this movement came about. All of the signs that the Messenger of Allah salawatu rabbi wa salamun alayhi wa ala alih mentioned were found in that group. The reaction of that group was as such. I'm giving you very brief points here. That eventually, in the 1940s, they managed to take over Al-Hijaz Al-Muqaddasa completely. During that takeover, Harimain al-Sharifain, I'm speaking about Makkah al-Mukarrama wal Madinah al-Munawwara, where you heard accounts from Ustad al-Ulama, Hazrat Allama, Shams al-Duha, Misbahi, Zi Sharaf Majdahu, and from Shaykh Aslam about the importance of the Mawlid and how the Mawlid was commemorated and celebrated. You heard accounts from them. Okay? When they eventually took over Makkah al-Mukarrama and Madinah al-Munawwara, the first thing they abolished was what? Mawlid al-Nabi. Stop the Mawlid. Stop praising the Prophet ﷺ. Stop praising the awliya and salihin. Stop speaking highly of the companions of the Prophet. There's no benefit in the Ahl al-Bayt. And everything that I'm mentioning in front of you, read the book Kitab al-Tawheed, written by Muhammad bin Abdul Wahhab al-Najdi. Everything is mentioned in there. To the extent where this individual said that Rawdatul Rasul, the grave of the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, brings no benefit to me. My stick that I have in my hand brings more benefit. But ye haqq ki baat nahi. This is the truth that I'm mentioning to you. Why should we hide away from speaking the truth in an area where we know that our own Sunni Muslims are being robbed of their faith? Wallah, by Allah, bagri pehenna ka fayda kya phir? 8 साल दारुल उलूम में बैठने का फायदा क्या फिर भाई? लंगर खाने का फायदा क्या हुजूर का, अगर हुजूर की उम्मत को ही नहीं बचा सकते? When this group, when they started to take over Al-Hijaz Al-Muqaddasa, Makkah Al-Mukarrama and Madinah Al-Munawwara, they abolished anything and everything that showed reverence and honor and dignity to the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Classical Islamic texts were collected and burnt. Dalailul Khairat Sharif, Mawlid Barzanji by Imam Hassan al-Barzanji al-Maliki, Mawlid al-Daba'i by Imam Muhammad Hassan al-Daba'i, Simtul Dur by Habib Ali bin Zain al-Habshi. All of the books that contain the Mu'jizat al-Nabi, the miracles of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, were put together, burned. Milad ki kitabe, burned. Durud al-Salam, burned. Burn everything. Anything that shows reverence, honor and dignity to the one whom Allah has shown honor to, burn it. You understand? And it didn't stop there. By Allah, you read the historical documents which have been compiled by non-Muslims even. The siege that happened in Ta'if, they marched into Ta'if. And they slaughtered 2,000 Sunni Muslims. And then they came into Haram of Makkah al-Mukarrama and they slaughtered the ulama of Ahlul Sunnati wal Jama'ah. Read this history. And you're not going to find that this comes from where? The Asian subcontinent, the ulama of India, Pakistan, Bangladesh. La. Habib Umar bin Ahmad bin Abu Bakr bin Sumayt, who was originally from Yemen, was the chief qadi of East Africa. His student Sayyidina Al-Habib Ahmad Mashhur bin Taha Al-Haddad, rahimahumullah ta'ala, who lies buried in Jeddah. Sayyidina Al-Habib Abdul Qadir As-Saggaf, rahimahumullah ta'ala, lie buried in Makkah. These ulama, when they saw that in East Africa this fitan is entering, they lifted their pens and they wrote against the Najdi movement and they compiled all of the documents, historical documents, Quran, Hadith, saying of the Sahaba, what the ulama have written. Everything was compiled and printed. You can find it even today in the Swahili language. It's present in East Africa. So this isn't a movement that has gone against the Wahhabiyya Najdiyya from the Asian subcontinent. It's an international movement. Go to Jame Fath in Turkey, Istanbul. Shaykh Mahmud Effendi, Shaykh Arif Jami'i, Shaykh Muhammad Kandal, these ulama and shuyukh of Turkey, who have written volumes upon volumes upon volumes, Al-Fitnatul Najdiyya, Al-Fitnatul Wahhabiyya, Al-Fitan wal Malahim. These books which contain the signs of Qiyamah, that the earthquakes will happen. There's spiritual earthquakes and physical earthquakes. The spiritual earthquake is this spiritual earthquake, that the ummah will split up. Musalman ka dushman ho jayega. And how will you recognize who is upon the truth? The one who calls towards the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. How will you recognize who is on the truth? Not the one who says the Messenger is like me, but the one who says the Messenger can never be like me. Not the one who says, I can't commemorate the Prophet's birthday because I don't commemorate my own birthday. Well, who are you? Who are you? Your Prophet's birthday was commemorated by the Prophet himself. Your Prophet's birthday was mentioned by your Lord Allah. Not those, Zindabad, not those individuals who constantly, consistently question your integrity and your faith when you want to go visit Huzur Data Ganjbakhsh Lahori in Lahore. When you want to go and visit Khajagan Karib Nawaz Mu'inuddin Hasan Chishti. When you want to go and visit Sarkar Ghosi Azam in Baghdad Sharif. Not those individuals. And then they give the hadith by Sayyidina Ali ibn Abi Talib, Karramallahu ta'ala wajhulkarim. Look, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam ordered Sayyidina Ali to lower the graves of Al-Baqi. Indeed he did. Indeed he did. But whose graves? Whose graves? Ghairullah, those who are not Allah. Yes? Ye to Allah wale hain. Ghairullah ka asli matlab kya? In reality, what does Ghairullah mean? Have nothing to do with Allah. Ye to Ahlullah hain. These are the Ahlullah. The Prophet ﷺ ordered Sayyidina Ali ibn Abi Talib to lower the graves of the Mushrikeen, whose graves were being worshipped by human beings. The Prophet ﷺ said, Ali, lower those graves, for the fear is there that the ignorance which existed before the advent of Islam may still exist amongst my community. The fear is there, so lower the graves. Thereafter, whose grave was heightened? The Messenger's himself. The Messenger's himself. And when Ahlul Sunnati wal Jama'ah was ruling for over 1,000 years, over 1,000 years in the Arabian Peninsula,